Yep. I feel like he makes a false step.
Hey coach, taking a look here at your hurdlers. We've got the collapsible hurdles on the track now. These look a lot better already. All right, now we got to make sure that we're doing some sprint work. Always, every single day that we're hurdle, we'll have to always do sprint work because right now it's just running looks a little labored. All right, and so we don't want it to be labored. But this is better. So this was Albert. And so the only thing is for all of these guys, because it already looks better, it looks more natural over the hurdle. For all of these guys, the key is now is to get in closer to this first hurdle, especially this first hurdle. And so what happens is as the hurdle height increases, we naturally will take off further. So you don't have to worry about the takeoff being wrong. Like, oh, it's too close. I'll never be that close in a race. Yeah, you're right. You never be that close in a race. And the hurdle will never be this small in a race. This is all exaggerating, preparing you for the future. All right. So we want to be as close as possible. So you see how Albert's taking off right here? That's pretty good. If he can get even closer, even better. And so for every hurdle, we want to be that close. So he's a little further there, and he's a little further as he gets down the track. And that comes down to that first hurdle. Make sure that first hurdle is there, and then we're consistently closer on the rest of the hurdles. All right, so now taking a look at Clayton here, and same thing, better than the other day. But Clayton still makes the most hurdle movement of the three hurdlers out here. He's still like, he wants to make it a hurdle when it's just a little tiny object. And so that's a pattern we really have to break this summer. All right, but it's the same thing with Clayton as it was with Albert. All right, we want to get closer to this first hurdle. We really worked on this last year, and this is when we really got to improve it. See how far he is? And so now it's forcing that to be a kick out with the lead leg and then snap down, and that's not what we want. We just want the hips rolling straight over it. So remember, the emphasis is always attacking down to the track off the hurdle. Never the up and over the hurdle. That just happens. You're always focused on the coming down off of the hurdle. And so if Clayton could just get closer here, this would all be a lot easier. So we'll say he's about, 3 or 4 feet away. We need to be about 2 feet away. All right. And so if he does that, then we can start erasing that little hurdle movement that he's doing. It'll be a more natural run over. All right, so same thing, he just needs to get closer. And then same thing with Justin here. This first rep was better actually. This was more natural. Run over, run over, run over. He's leaning backwards. And then the second rep, it's like he started overthinking it. So now it's hesitant even over the first hurdle. And so this is what we want to avoid. We don't want to do this because he naturally sprints. We want to always keep him where he's naturally at. We don't want to start making this a movement thing. So this was better. Nice run over as natural as possible. There was a bit of leaning back here, but that's really the only thing you got to focus on here is stay more forward. So same thing as the other two. You got to be closer here. So yeah, we're about 3 feet away. Let's be 2 feet away, or let's be 1 foot away. And then number two, you got to just keep a forward lean. You should feel slightly uncomfortable going into these hurdles. Got to have that forward lean. And so then you see on the second rep here, even through the first hurdle, we were further away, and now we're instantly leaning backwards. And now we're reaching in between the hurdles. And it's all because we started overthinking on this one. Whereas on the first rep, we were just sprinting. All right. And so every hurdler, their cue needs to be get as close as possible to this first hurdle to make the run over the rest of them as natural as possible. And once you got that down, then it's time to start increasing the height of the hurdles. And what will happen is you'll naturally take off from further away. And you'll naturally take off from further away. And this is how we'll improve the cut step over summertime. All right. So this is an improvement. All right. Next session, focus on getting closer to the first hurdle so that you're consistently closer over all of them. So it's more consistently just a run over. All right. Good job, guys. Maybe if you have any questions, thanks. Talk to you soon.